Hey, volleyball fans, I want to welcome you to Geneseo High School. And this is Linda Vanderleest, and I'm joined here with Michelle Glazier as we're going to bring to you the match this evening between the Quincy Blue Devils and your Lady Leafs. And I want to welcome Michelle back to the booth tonight. And it's really good to see you tonight. So Quincy is quite a foe.
Not only that, Quincy is quite a drive.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They probably left at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Exactly. So maybe they're coming in kind of tired, you know, a little jet lagged, and we'll see how we come out tonight.
I was watching warm-ups, and they have a pretty strong group in number 2 in the middle, and then that outside in 9 and 14. Those will be the girls I think they're going to need to make sure the Lady Leafs get a double block up on. That they get good angles on the hits. So Quincy is going to be a foe. I was talking to Keith before you got here, and I said we're going to have to really limit our errors tonight.
Oh, definitely. But we're also coming off a 4 or 5 game win streak.
Win streak, yep.
Yeah. So we've got a little bit of momentum. These girls are really meshing and playing well together. But you're right. We're going to have to limit the errors because this is a good Quincy team.
So your Libero tonight's number 1, Ava DeSplinter. Other starters, Lizzie Raps, Mia Balasithan, Megan Hurstman, Allie Berrickman, Catherine Berrickman, and Briley Scheffler. So those are the girls you'll see on the court tonight. Ava subbed in for Briley, so Ava will play the back row.
Catherine serving.
Good way to start.
With an ace serve.
I think I've said it to you before. That's why I quit officiating, because I always blew the whistle on that, and it's actually a live ball. So we start off with an ace serve. That's a good way to begin against Quincy.
I can't read.
Blocks.
So no aces? Okay. I was confused. Sorry about that.
So that would be like the third ace. So 3 points, 3 aces for Catherine Berrickman. She's off to a phenomenal start here tonight. And I think wasn't her sister the La Roma's Pizza player of the week? No,
Catherine was last week's La Roma Pizza Athlete of the Week. So as a sophomore.
Yep, so that was a nice kill by the outside hitter, number 7 for Quincy. And we a little bit short on that coverage on that 10-foot hitting line. So the score's 3-1 in favor of your Lady Leafs. Good pass by DeSplinter.
Nice swing by Ellie, but that was a great block.
Yep, single block by Quincy, and comes back on Geneseo's side, 3-2 Geneseo. Single block was all that was up there, so it'd be good for girls to read that.
Another good pass by DeSplinter.
Back set. And Megan Hurstman makes a nice push off of the block, lands out of bounds, point to Geneseo. So the touch was on Quincy, point goes to Geneseo. So that would be a kill for Hurstman. So your server,
Megan Hurstman.
Nice dig out of the net. Good recovery by Lizzie Raps to keep that alive. Oh, nice dig. Oh. A little bit of miscommunication there. Balasithan and DeSplinter, both in the same area, and they both looked at each other, hoping the other get it. So just gotta talk. Keep communication as positive and to the point as you can. Service ace for Quincy.
Lily Brown came in for defensive specialist in the back row, number 8.
You notice that Quincy went right to her. Stepped on the court, and that's first place in serve.
Yep.
And goes right back there. She makes a nice call on the inline. Service is out of bounds. Point goes to Geneseo.
Ellie Berrickman is back to serve. Her first serve of the night. Good dig there by Catherine.
Nice quick Nice quick in the outside. And we got to at least get one up on a block there. Just too easy of a hit when it's that well set to have an open net. So again, one of those things that we talked about for errors, and it's going to be important. Against this Quincy offense, they'll need to get a block up every time they can.
There again, just communication between
service ace. That's a little bit different from the last time we did this broadcast. They had good communication, good talking, and so they got to kind of get back in that scheme right now. Yeah.
That was in. Yes, that was Briley.
Yep. Briley Scheffler with the
kill.
Yep. And it was a nice roll shot. Found the back line and kind of got us out of a little bit of funk. So now we need a rally here.
Nice dig by Ava.
Yep. That's just good reads. That's just good reads. You know that, on an overset, everybody's coming to the set to cover for the block. And it was an overset and a dink into an open space against Geneseo. So into the lineup now is Bella Brown. And she is coming in, looks like on defense. Yes.
Kill by Lizzie Raps there.
Raps gets an awesome kill down the line, and they overpass it. And so Scheffler gets the broom out, or Berrickman. Catherine Berrickman gets the broom out, sweeps it up, puts it down. Back servants, Megan Hurstman. Quincy made a nice save on a third hit when they're out of system. But it didn't matter. Briley Scheffler gets a kill. Assist to Berrickman. Back serving again is Lizzie Raps. Oh, service error. The ball goes to Quincy. The score is all tied up at 8. Substitution for Quincy. So for the folks at home, each team gets 18 substitutions, and it does not include the libero. So, so really, a lot of times it's 2 people that exchange all the time, so you get, in essence, about 9 substitutions. So, so those can go in a hurry. So a little bit of a short down ball, and it goes in the net. Quincy goes up 9-8. Service was a little bit of a floater. Out of system free ball. That was interesting.
Yeah,
Quincy ran a fake in the middle. We caught it. So it was all eyes on the ball versus what the other team was doing, which is a credit to Geneseo. And
then Briley found the hole.
Yep, Briley Scheffler gets your kill. Ava DeSplinter back at the service line.
Double blocked by the Berrickmans.
Yep, Berrickmans had the block up. They just need to turn it in. They got on the ball. Just got that outside hand, and that'll cause it to trickle out of bounds on this side. So the score, Quincy's still up by 1. Geneseo needs a change of service here.
Nice up though, Bella. Roll by Lizzie Raps.
Nice pickup, Ava. Oh. Yeah, that got us a little bit out of system because Catherine really had to come a long ways to get to that, and her sister tried to get in and help her. Oh. A little bit out of system again for Geneseo. Their libero made a really nice save, but number 2 for Quincy was in the net when she was trying to dig it out. So we needed that change of service.
That side out.
Yep. So back in the lineup is Mia Balasiefen. And at the line Serving is Catherine Berrickman.
Nice serve. There we go. Oh, nice dig up
Nice
by
recovery,
number
nice
6
save. Great pass by DeSplinter. Quincy's out of system, hit a little quick, short.
Okay. Nice pickup by Lizzie.
Yep.
Nice hit by Mia.
Nice job, you guys. That kill was by Mia Valensipan. So really nice. It's hard to kind of block that because she's the lefty over there. So that's an advantage when you're on that side to hit left-handed. Out of system again for Quincy. So she attempted to tip over the block, Megan Hurstman, and she didn't get it high enough, and so it went right into the blocker's hands. So Quincy to serve, scores 12-11, Quincy.
Go, Catherine.
Again, we talked at the start of the program tonight that errors is going to be a big thing against a team like Quincy because you can't give up some of the simple things, and so we got to kind of get back on point here.
Gonna get some blockers up there.
A little bit of a rally going on for Quincy right now. Good pass to get it started.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess if you need an exclamation point, you put the sister duel together. So Berrickman to Berrickman for the kill. It started with a good pass. And again, it's called error-free volleyball. And it just see a good result in doing that. And that's, you know, I remember from my days of playing, that's always one that's hard to set up when it's in a spot between the middle for offense and the outside. And it's kind of hard to know on a cover two who it is.
Go.
Nice pickup on defense.
By Lily Brown. Good coverage by Catherine.
Oh, nice angle. Oh!
Way to go, Lily. She followed that ball.
All the way to the line, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So Geneseo's got a little bit of momentum here. We need to keep pushing and hanging on to this momentum for us right now. Oh, service ace. That always helps. 14-15 in favor of Quincy. Nice little float serve. Picked it up nice on the line. Berrickman outside the wraps. And she does a soft roll and scores a point that ties the game up at 15. Again, one of those things we talked about earlier. Less errors, playing more offensively than maybe we have earlier in the game. It's nice to see them kind of re-engage here at the end. And then Quincy shows up with a quick middle. So Quincy's subbing in.
Quincy's up 16-15.
Good pass, good set. Lefty coming to. That's when we could have used our line judges. Geneseo's calling for a touch, and it's tough when you don't have your officials on the corners. They probably won't come in. You really shouldn't come in mid-game.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'm guessing they just got done with the freshman match.
With freshman.
Yeah.
There we go. No.
I was going to say, that seemed like it was down. Quincy girl almost got a really nice pancake, but you could hear a little bit of the floor to help determine the call. Yeah, and warm-up set number 3, like that little quick in the middle. And
yeah, you said she was going to be one to watch.
She almost always in warm-ups hit short,
quick,
short middle. So that's something for, I'm sure Carlin, when she was watching them hit, caught on to also. Good pass, good set, wraps.
Nice.
Wraps for the kill, assist for Berrickman. And again, it all started with a good pass. So back at service lines, wraps for Geneseo. Score 17-18. Tell you what, I give 13 props on that because that ball was probably 10 foot off the line, off the 10-foot line.
Yeah.
And she made a great strike on the ball. So
after a not so good pass, though.
Yep, exactly. So if folks at home want to see a good approach and how you can still hit even off your net, that was a good example. To splinter a little bit of an overset. Looked like Quincy was in the net. And Quincy looked like they lifted, and they call him net on Geneseo. That's an interesting turn of events. Timeout to Geneseo. So, Michelle, you know, it's been kind of a wave for the Lady Leafs tonight. It's they gain a little bit of momentum, and then all of a sudden, you know, they get into a couple errors, get a poor pass, stuff like that. And so about the time Geneseo gets within 1 or 2 points, they kind of hit a little bit of a slump.
Right, and I feel like when they have a couple errors in a row, it does kind of get into their head.
Yep.
So if we can get through that, they're definitely need to communicate a little bit better.
Yep. And like we said earlier, Quincy's a good squad. And when you know you're faced against a squad, you got to be really conscientious of errors. I'm pleased that we haven't seen much for service errors. You know, you can't score if you don't serve.
Right.
And so just a few things that I believe that they can get cleaned up. They've been known to come back from 17-20.
Absolutely.
And they can get on a roll. And, you know, and early on, too, they had a couple of times of miscommunication, and so it was kind of an easy point for Quincy. So kind of getting those things cleaned up, and I believe we can get this turned around for Geneseo.
And girls, you know, play your game.
Yep.
You play your game.
Yep.
Just like...
Good save from
Bella.
Lizzie Raps. Bella Brown doesn't. A little bit out of system again for Geneseo. Takes the ball, puts it off the blocker's fingers over the top, and 22-17 in favor of Quincy.
What was
so
that
on that one, it hit outside of the antenna at the top of the net. It didn't go between the 2 antenna. So that is out of bounds. If you've seen the official down here in the line judge, he was rolling the flag, and that means it was on the antenna.
So the officials did come in. Maybe they waited for a timeout.
Yep. I did see that.
Okay, coming
Substitution for Geneseo.
Leah Falk is coming in for Bella.
They like that corner spot over there by Lizzie and Falk. And we're having a little bit of trouble over there.
There we go.
Good.
There we go, Lizzie.
That gives us a little life. Megan Hirschman gets a kill and gives us a little bit of life, but it is 5 match points for Quincy right now.
Ava DeSplinter back to serve.
Ball's hit out of bounds. She tried to cut the edge really quick at the 10-foot line and just hit it too long.
Just a little bit too long, thank goodness.
Yep, so it's still 4 match points for Quincy. Picked it up nicely, Geneseo. Bump pass by the libero.
Out. There we go.
A little bit of momentum coming back for Geneseo.
Ava, keep that serve inbounds.
Yep, that's important. The only way you can score and keep them from scoring is keep it in. Nice deep serve.
You know, I kind of feel like that's been the MO of this game, is Quincy finding where we maybe don't have a blocker up, or we don't have coverage, and just tipping it right there.
You can see that they're pretty skilled in reading the court when they're going up, that their eyes, they know where the set is going to, and so they take a glance at where's the blocker, is the blocker at the net, and then it gives you more or less your MO for where you're going to hit.
Yeah, they definitely.
If it's going to be a soft dink, if you don't have a block, go kill it. You know, those types of things. And so, you know, it's like we talked about earlier, those simple errors, you know, it's just, I don't know if you're out of position or what it is, but when you're playing when you're playing a club like Quincy, doing all of those things right are important. And so, and it's just, and sometimes too, you know, you're, even for Geneseo, they're trying to read where the setter's going to go with the pass. And if you misjudge, if you misguess, and it's coming your way and you were going back on defense, that's for sure going to be a time they're going to come in and do what they did on that game point.
And no blocker up. Yep.
Right. So a couple things, a couple stats. I'll do the, we'll do the sponsor part first. Hazelwood Homes.
Inagata Vida Music.
Geneseo Communications.
Turpins of Geneseo.
Buzzworks Automotive.
Eric Henderson of Country Financial.
Central Bank.
Vandemore Funeral Home.
Geneseo Current.
Hammond Henry Hospital.
Vorak Pharmacy.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Sweet Marie's Ice Cream and the Ugly Duckling.
Farmers National Bank.
And Urban Farmhouse and the Black Sheep Clothier. We thank these sponsors for their support of TV50 broadcasts. If you have a chance to stop in and patronize it, I know it would be greatly appreciated. So you want to go through some quick stats for this first game while we still got a minute 10, Michelle?
Sure, we've got Ava DeSplinter with 2 digs. Lizzie Rapps has 4 kills. Mia has a kill. Megan Hirschman, 2 kills. Lily Brown has a dig. Ellie Barrickman, a kill, an ace serve. Catherine, 7 assists and 3 aces. Briley Scheffler, 3 kills. Bella Brown, a dig. So that's what I caught anyway. You know me, I get so into the game sometimes.
Oh, yeah. It's hard, yeah.
That
I hope Carlin doesn't use our stats. I hope she watches film herself.
She better not use our stats. Because I know I missed some. Quincy's back to serve.
A little bit of a joust at the net. Ella hits the ball over on 2. Geneseo's back on defense. Back row from Mia Valasifen.
Off the block, and it goes out of bounds.
So Quincy's on the board first, and so it'd be important for Geneseo to not let the momentum get rolling. That's kind of what we've seen in the first game, that little bit of shift from, you know, 2 or 3 points here, and we get 1 and stuff like that, and they build momentum again. So that helps.
We'll take that. And we got Catherine Berkman back to serve. She started us off last time with, what, 3 ace serves?
Right.
And that was awesome.
I'd almost call it an ace
Well,
serve.
I think so,
There wasn't
too.
much you can do with it. But
I think so too.
so Catherine back.
Nice dig
Quincy
by
tries to push it off the block.
Splinter.
You know, that's just, if you're at home and you want to watch that, Ellie Berrickman looked the court over, everything on the right side, and found that as she was going up. And that's just a
Skill.
testament to her skill level. Absolutely.
Nice serve, Catherine.
Our sixth man came into play a little bit off the middle divider.
Right. Oh, up.
Yeah, that's a tough one. If you've seen us on defense, Ava was set up in between the block, and it tipped off of the hand, and that changed the trajectory, or she was right in the spot where she's supposed to be. So sometimes those things you can't help.
Right.
Nice hustle by Quincy. They're
Yeah,
gonna come up
good
a
hustle.
little bit short.
That was.
And it was great digs and when they were out of system. And so Geneseo moves ahead in the game 4-2.
Megan Hurstman back to serve after that nice kill.
So that makes the score 4-3 in favor of Geneseo. So substitution for Geneseo, and in the lineup is number 8, Lily Brown. She's a defensive specialist for the Lady Leaves.
Nice dig, Ava.
Oh,
And Lily Brown. Nice try.
yeah, that was, I don't know if you want to watch it at home later. That was tough to read because you had both players up in the air for a quick at the same time. And so your defense is, everybody froze, and they're trying to figure out who's going to get the ball. That's out. Yep, it was good floater.
I'll tell you from here, I would have said out.
Yep, when it started out, I thought it was going to be clearly out of bounds, but then it got kind of its motor kind of stopped and it dropped. So that's when you're living right, you know, that ball would just dribble over on their side and come back over underneath the net. So it's a dead ball and point to Geneseo. That
Nice
player
pass,
for
Mike.
Quincy did a nice job of picking that up.
Go.
Good save by the Lady Leaves.
Right between them.
Yep, right between them. It's important big step to get closed up and utilize that double block when you have a chance to get it up. And the ball was hit right between the two blockers.
Good spot there. Was that Briley? By Briley
Yep.
Scheffler.
Riley Scheffler gets the second hit kill. And she did a good thing with it, and because it was going to be over, or it was going to be a chance at a joust, so she went and took it herself for the win.
Good dig by Lily. Oh.
Good try. Again, out of system, and then everybody started scrambling a little bit, and Lizzie tried to get a good pass up, and it's kind of an awkward hit, so that kind of throws off your momentum too. So Quincy's back to serve. Great pass by Ava.
Yes.
And Scheffler comes in. Berrickman for the assist, Scheffler for the kill. Good series.
Play your game, girls.
Yep. 7 up.
Hit the ball.
Oh, good call. Good call. And for the folks at home, when you watch the replay of it, her contact with the ball came clearly behind her head. And when it's behind your head, there's no way you can hit it legally. So official made a good call on that.
Spot by Catherine.
Yep, Catherine gets the kill.
Yeah, she does.
And so that's the one thing that is great in an offense when your setter's in the front row. She can attack the ball. And that's where Berrickman was, so to take that second hit. And so that would be a service ace by Lizzie Rapp's timeout to Quincy. So what do we see as a different game here?
Their momentum, talking.
Yep. Yep.
Playing their game, hitting the ball,
Yep.
looking for the open spots.
Yep. And they're getting the open spots covered up when they have to go on defense.
Right.
And you know, that's a critical element. A couple times there's not much you can do about it. If you don't get your block closed up, it's easy to hit through it. And Quincy's hitters are pretty talented when it comes to finding those openings. And so, and they need to seal that block off, because then that gives the defense behind them a chance to know how to line up.
Go, right.
Yep, know where to be. And so, again, we're going to read off sponsors, because this wouldn't be possible without them, folks. And so if you're a fan of the sport and you want to keep this going, you know, please keep in mind these sponsors. Hazelwood Homes.
Inagada Music.
Geneseo Communications.
Turpins of Geneseo.
Buzzworks Automotive.
Eric Henderson of Country Financial.
Central Bank.
Vandermoor Funeral Home.
Geneseo Current.
Hammond Henry Hospital.
Vorak Pharmacy.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Sweet Marie's Ice Cream and the Ugly Duckling.
That was Briley Scheffler with another kill.
And Urban Farmhouse and Black
Farmers
Sheep
National
Clothier.
Bank. Oh, yeah.
Nice offensive set there for Geneseo. Sorry about that, but we want to, you know, always take the time to honor our sponsors. We're grateful for them allowing this programming.
Oh,
Service ace again. We're going to get paid triple time maybe here tonight, Michelle. Be nice to see the Lady Leaves take them to the third game. Yep.
there's lots of time left.
Yes, there is. Long ways 25 points, especially when that happens. So Geneseo is up 12-8. Quincy is serving. So it's good. It's, you know, this is going to be a good spot because Catherine Berrickman, she's in the front row now, so they really only have 2 offensive sets out of the front row, and that would be, in the back row would be Lizzie. So it's going to be important to, you know, get Megan Hirschman involved, and, you know, and Briley Scheffler can pound the ball. And so those will be elements that will be important to get involved in the offense.
No touch. Okay.
So Megan was a little bit, excuse me,
Yeah, that's Megan.
was a little bit wide there. So the score is 12-10.
Quincy was a little out of system.
Yeah, they
there.
got a little bit out of system that time.
Nice, Captain.
And you know what? I bet if you asked Catherine, she could see out of the corner of her eye they were going crazy.
Yep.
And so she took advantage of their out-of-system play by Quincy to score the point.
Has amazing court sense. She has sense. I coached her in 8th grade, and probably before that.
And you can't teach that.
Ellie.
Killed by Ellie Berrickman off a set from her sister out of the middle. And Quincy was there with the block. Just wasn't enough to slow Ellie down.
Oh, that was
Service ace. Service ace.
Ava.
Now, Ava, quit that. You about to give me a heart failure.
Our little rep over there was on it.
Oh, he was.
Because Quincy's going out.
Out, out, yep. So, advantage of having officials.
There
Quincy
we go.
kind of did to us what we did to them a couple times. So,
Right,
that second hit by the setter. Yep. Yep, get that campfire brewing. And everybody's getting ready to set up for a third hit, so it's so hard because you're almost back on your heels, and then you have to be able to dive forward. 15-11 Geneseo.
That was a good serve.
Yep, good serve. So this number 16 gave us problems before. And I think she had 4 or 5 in a row the last game. So
And they put Leah
make a
Falkus
substitution.
back in.
Lizzie Raps gets it picked up.
No touch.
No touch. It really didn't look like the angle of the ball was low enough to get a touch, so it's always good to ask, you know. Here we go, that's 3 in a row.
She did that to us last time.
Yep, yep.
Coach is calling timeout. I thought, maybe not. Okay. Didn't it look like it?
It sure looked like Carlin was calling timeout, but I think if she was, she'd have been saying it a lot louder.
The score is now 15-15.
15 all, yep.
Nice pass, Leo. There you go. Oh, good spot, Ellie.
I think the Barrickman girls said enough of this nonsense.
Ellie said, let's put this game
Yep.
away.
Geneseo 16, Quincy 15. Back in the lineups, number 3, Mia Bellensiefen. That helps.
We'll take it.
And if you notice too, we had actually the block closed off too, so I think for as good a hitter as 7 is, she read that and knew she had to cut an angle, and that's when you get short in the net.
What do you do?
Yep, well, that's at number 2. She likes me short and tight in the middle. And so she's heard us there, almost all evening. Nice hit by Mia. Out.
Out. Okay, we got Lily Brown coming back in for Megan. Back to serve. 18-16, Geneseo. Try Ava.
Yep, Ava got a hand on it, but it just wasn't enough. And again, trying to read off the block, and that leaves her with a lot of space to cover. Ball's hit out of bounds by Raps. Ties the score at 18.
Here we go, girls.
Good time to take advantage of Lizzie being up front. And Catherine up front, so Catherine can play a little offense if she wants to. That little dribbler off the net again. again, it's called reading what the defense gives you. And a lot of times when you see a double up and your middle is back and that's open. So open inside the 10-foot spiking line. Nice floater, that's an ace. That's an ace, that's an ace, that's an ace.
Touch over there by.
Yep, touch by Geneseo.
Yeah.
Touch on the block and touch trying to get the ball off of the block. So Geneseo's up by 1, 2019. So good time to push through right here. Started off with a good pass.
Nice pass by Lily Brown there.
Yep. Yeah, just a little bit short, Mia was on that hit. Just caught the top of the tape. All tied up at 20. Need to push through here, girls.
Good pass. Started with a good pass. Right there.
Yeah, it was kind of that in between. Yeah, this is a good front line for Quincy.
For Quincy right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so all three players in the front are all position players. And out of system for Quincy. Ava makes a nice pass. Sets it up for Lizzie. Quincy picks it up nice. Touch off the block for Geneseo. Here comes Raps again. Tries that little short spot. Picked it up this time.
Nice up again, Lily. Oh.
Geneseo keeps it alive.
Nice rally ball.
Really nice rally. So everybody did a little bit of, different stuff. Couple good kills, couple good digs. And Geneseo really needs to push through here.
Yeah, we got 22-20, Quincy.
Yep, favor Quincy.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, that front row.
Yeah, every time three's getting the ball, it's going quick and in the middle. And, we seen that in the warm-ups earlier.
23-20.
Game point, match point for Quincy.
Okay, girls, deep breath.
So this is 4 match points for Quincy.
Good pass by Brown.
Game to Quincy. So Quincy's a 2-game winner tonight against the Lady Leaves. Good match. And we knew early on that we'd have to really limit our errors. Quincy's got a good club. They got a good set of hitters.
Watching them warm up was, we knew.
Yep. So on behalf of myself, Linda Vanderleest.
And Michelle Glazier.
We're coming live to you from Geneseo High School in the matchup between the Quincy Blue Devils and your Lady Leafs. Quincy did win the match 2-0. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and we thank Western Big Six Network for bringing this forward. Thank you.